Sammy, a 2-2 draw here at Hemel Hempstead. What were your thoughts on the game?
Nowhere near the standards we set first half. Thought we was poor all over the pitch, lost our individual battles, give away 2 sloppy goals. You can't give a 2-goal head start, in any league. Didn't do the basics right. They knew at half time. Went absolutely mad at half time. Could have changed the whole 11 first half. I said to him I wanted 5 minutes and a reaction, and to be fair, I brought the 2 boys on, Adam Topley and Jed Smith, and they changed the game. Had a bit of courage to get on the ball, make things happen. We just changed shape. We changed shape, and it worked for us. And we had them on the ropes. We got one, then we got another. We should have. We've had enough chances at the end to win that game of football. But first half nowhere near the standards we set as a group. And as a management team, we'll look at that and go from there. But when you're 2-0 down and you come back and get a point, you've got to be happy. But I'm disappointed at the same time because it was a game we should have come here and won today.
Yeah, and of course there are many disappointments out of that game, but the positive side of it is that we've seen in previous games that they've still got the hunger and desire to come back, even when in the first 10 minutes it looked like the game was almost over. Is that something that you can take out of this as a positive? Yeah,
definitely. It shows that we've got a bit of courage. We've got the battling qualities to come back. From 2-0 down, and the 2 goals are unacceptable. Not good enough, especially with the standard of players we've got on that pitch. And then second half, we have a bit of balls about us. We go and get in their faces. We put balls in good areas. We have them on the back foot. We get one, then we get another. We could have probably scored 4. In the last 10 minutes. Their keepers made 2 outstanding saves. Kept them in the game. First half with Luke's shot. But you can't start games like that. Last week we started fast and we done that to Bath. So there's enough points and enough games to go where we need to go, but we're making it very difficult for ourselves. Saying that, we've only lost one in 14, so that's a good sign. But there's too many draws in there. But not for the want of trying. The draws we've had, we've probably been the better team in every game.
Yeah.
And it's probably the same today.
And of course, going into next Saturday, it's away to Chelmsford. I guess you treat it like most games, but of course, I think there's always that feeling with a big derby. And of course, we've beaten 3-0 in the previous fixture. Are you and the lads going into this game in high spirit?
Yeah, listen, it's our cup final. It's the fans' cup final. It's a bit of rivalry between the 2 clubs. They want to try and get one back over us. For beating them 3-0. We'll go there. We need to win the game. If we're going to hit the playoffs, we need to go and win that game of football. And we've got to go and take it to them. We know their strengths, we know their weaknesses. We need to rest up this week, and get our focus on Chelmsford. We've got 2 games now, which will probably determine where we'll be, whether we'll be, top 10 or whether we can be in the top 7. So, we're going to go there, try and get the win and try and get the 3 points and make it difficult for them.
Yeah, and of course I know fans at every game are important, but I guess going to your local rivals, which will be a big crowd, and their big home crowd, would you really encourage fans to make the journey? Yeah,
we need our fans out there in numbers. They're going to make it difficult for us. They're going to make it hostile. We need our fans to be there as well and cheer the lads on. And like today, they're behind the goal. When we got back to 2-2, you sense there was only one team going to win it. So. We've got to learn from the first half. Wasn't good enough. Players know that. They got told at half time. In the second half, credit to them. They've had a right go. Probably 65 minutes. The back end of the first half. And the whole of the second half, there was only one team in it. Yeah. So it was encouraging signs that we never give up, and that's a good sign. That's a good sign in the team. But we're making it difficult for ourselves if we want to get to them playoffs. But we've got to go to Chelmsford on Saturday and go and get 3 points.
Yeah, and also I just want to refer back to today's game, and obviously last week versus Bath. Toppers, Adam Topley and Jed Smith are back now. Both youthful players. Do they add a lot of energy to your side? Yeah, definitely. First part of the season, it was difficult for them to get in because we were flying, and they needed to go out and get some experience and go and get men's football and come back and prove a point. They certainly proved a point today for that 40-minute cameo they had, and
you know, them two changed the game. I thought they was excellent. You know, Topper's, you know, sat in there, you know, distributed the ball beautiful. You know, and Jed was a threat going forward and set up, you know, the second goal. So they've come back, proved the point. There's competition for places now. We've got a fully fit squad. You know, we've got a couple of suspensions, but you know, we're in a good place. You know, as I said, one loss in 14 for any team is good going. But you know, our aim this season was to try and finish in the top 10, and we went on course for that. But you know, I'm a winner. You know, them players are winners, and the management team are winners. We want to try and hit them playoffs if we can.
Yeah, thanks for your time, Sammy.
Cheers.